Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. How can a system designed to foster growth and development be the very cause of psychological distress among students? This is the question we find ourselves grappling with as we examine the current state of our education system. Traditionally, our schools have prioritized grades and competitiveness, often at the expense of genuine learning and understanding. Students are pushed to memorize facts and figures rather than encouraged to explore, question, and comprehend the world around them. This focus on rote learning and academic success has created an environment that breeds stress and anxiety. Alarmingly, cases of student stress, anxiety, and depression are on a steady rise. The pressure to perform, to succeed, to be the best is taking a significant toll on our young minds. It's a pressure cooker situation, with students feeling the heat from all sides. It seems the very system designed to equip our children with knowledge may be causing more harm than good. Real-life impact. Case study 1. Meet Emily, a top student who fell victim to the unrelenting pressures of our education system. Emily was the epitome of an overachiever. She was always first in her class, a star athlete, and an active participant in various school activities. But beneath the facade of success, Emily was silently crumbling. The intense academic pressure and high expectations began to take a toll on Emily's mental health. She started experiencing anxiety attacks before exams and bouts of depression when her performance did not meet her own high standards. The lack of support and understanding from her teachers and peers only amplified her feelings of isolation and stress. Emily's personal life and academic performance began to suffer. Her once vibrant personality was overshadowed by her constant worry and fear of failure. She became withdrawn, her grades started to slide, and she lost interest in activities she once loved. Emily's story is not an isolated case, but a reflection of a systemic problem. Real-life impact. Case study 2. Consider Michael, a creative mind stifled by the rigid structure of our education system. Michael was a student who saw the world differently, full of innovative ideas and creative potential. But instead of being nurtured, his vision was often misunderstood and dismissed in a system that prioritizes standardization over individuality. This lack of appreciation for his creativity led to a decline in Michael's motivation. He began to lose interest in learning, feeling that his unique perspective was not valued. His self-esteem plummeted, causing him to question his own abilities and potential for innovation. This is not an isolated incident. Many students like Michael have their passion for learning extinguished in an environment that fails to recognize and foster their individual talents. Instead of cultivating a love for knowledge and growth, the education system can sometimes stifle creativity and discourage those who think outside the box. Michael's experience raises questions about the system's ability to nurture diverse talents and skills. The systemic issue. These stories highlight a systemic issue that demands attention. The education system we've examined is riddled with deep-seated problems, chief among them being a one-size-fits-all approach. This approach fails to acknowledge the unique abilities, interests, and learning styles of each student, instead pushing them into a standardized mold that leaves little room for individual growth. Moreover, there's an unhealthy emphasis on academic performance, where letter grades and test scores overshadow the holistic development of a child. This single-minded focus can lead to stress, anxiety, and in some cases, a total burnout. Finally, the elephant in the room, the neglect of students' mental health. Mental well-being is just as important as physical health, and yet, it's often overlooked in the pursuit of academic excellence. This can have devastating effects on a student's psyche, leaving scars that may take years to heal. It's clear that systemic changes are urgently needed. The education system as it stands is failing our students. The question remains, how can we transform our education system to truly benefit our students? As we've explored, the current structure often places undue stress on learners, leading to negative impacts on their mental health. The relentless pursuit of grades and standardized testing, the one-size-fits-all approach neglects the individual needs, strengths, and interests of students. The stories we've shared illustrate the real-life consequences of this system, showing that change is not just desirable but necessary. We need to shift our focus from a purely academic lens to a more holistic, student-centered approach, one that values mental health as much as academic achievement and nurtures the unique abilities and passions of each student. We need to recognize that education is not about fitting individuals into predefined boxes, but about helping them realize their full potential. It's time to rethink education and create a system that fosters, not hinders, our students' growth and development. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe to the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.